as winter's made its presence known, what better way is there than to warm up with a deliciously hearty stew that's made with love, and a stew always conjures up memories of friends and loved ones. Now, the taste and aroma of mom's stew takes us back to home life, to a special time and, of course, special moments shared. And to conjure up these fond moments, Knorr has launched a heartwarming competition, and to tell us more about that heartwarming competition is Knorr brand manager Vuyo Henda. Vuyo, so good to have you on Espresso today.
Thank you.
I must say my tummy is already rumbling just at the thought and the smell of stews, and it really is something that is all about love. How does this fantastic competition work, and who can get involved?
So Knorr decided to surprise the people we serve with an opportunity to actually make their favorite stew for someone that they care about.
Yeah.
So simply put, you register on our USSD line, and if you're chosen to participate, you'll be invited to an amazing fun-filled day with prizes and inspiration for you to actually cook up your favorite stew for someone you care about. Wow. And we'll take it a step further and actually deliver it to the person at their doorstep. So I think that's a nice touch for something that's so meaningful for a lot of South Africans.
That's amazing. Now, when you say a loved one or someone you care about, does it necessarily have to be a family member?
It can be absolutely anyone you choose. I think we can't put any restrictions on that term.
Exactly.
So whoever means something to you, whether it's a sister, brother, friend, it's definitely up to you.
I love it. And of course, winter's all about giving, because there's so many people that might not necessarily have a warm plate of food or a stew. But how can our Espresso viewers get involved in this?
So for our Gauteng viewers, it's very easy. It's simply dialing *120 *7535# and completing all the steps will allow you to register. We will also look through the entries and notify you telephonically if you are chosen to participate.
Yeah.
You can also go to whatsfordinner.coza, where there'll be a tab for you to enter the competition through. So it's very easy and very simple.
That's fantastic. Now, my favorite stew is a tomato bredie, and we're going to be making that in a minute. But can anyone make any type of stew for this particular campaign?
Yes, but we're quite sure that we'll have some of the family favorites, which are chicken and beef.
It's okay.
Yeah, so it's definitely up to what the viewers want to do.
Okay, wonderful. Well, we'll be giving you those details on how exactly to get involved a little bit later, but it is time for me to share a family favorite. And like I said to Vuyo, one of the things that I absolutely love and that my mom makes so well is a tomato bredie, and she was kind enough to share the details with us. So are we going to get involved?
Definitely.
Wonderful. Okay, cool. So what you need first and foremost is you need your pot. And in my pot, I've already browned my onions. Now, before the time I did put my meat in the pot, I seasoned it and I browned it, and I took it out of the pot and I left it on the one side. But it is time for us to start building our flavors, and we've got garlic, we've got cumin, we've got coriander, we've got cloves, we've got cinnamon, we've got nutmeg, all of those things that make a stew deliciously what it is. Now, Vuyo, the nice thing that I like about stews is I think every single person has their own variation of a stew. You like chicken stew, but I mean, anyone can, just based on the spices that you have, change it up and do what you want, right?
It's awesome because you can be creative, and what a Knorr soup allows you to do is play with that flavor and enhance your dish. It makes it really, really simple for you to get that great taste at the end of the day.
I love it. Now we've just put in our tomatoes, which is the base of our tomato bredie, and of course, some sugar as well. Now, some people like it really savory, but I do like a tinge of sweetness. Ooh. Just a tinge. Okay, so now that our tomatoes are in here, our onions, all of our spices, smelling absolutely beautiful, and we want to roast those spices to make them really nice. We throw in our water. Not all of it, because we're going to need it for our cream of tomato soup that we're going to use over there. Would you mind mixing up that tomato soup, and then we're going to make a little bit of a paste as well?
Sure, no problem.
Sounds fantastic. What is your, other than tomato, like other than chicken stew, what is some of your favorite stews?
I definitely like some lamb stew once in a while, especially in this cold weather.
Yeah.
It's always good for the soul.
It is.
And actually my mother cooked some when I went home yesterday, which made me very happy.
Oh, and of course having it from mom's own hands just makes it amazing, right? Okay, and then we're going to mix those two together. If you would like the recipe for this tomato bredie, all you have to do is SMS the keyword Knorr to 33728. We'll happily send you your ingredients list and the link to the recipe, and you could be making this yourself. The nice thing about this is these are ingredients that we all have in our homes, but this cream of tomato soup really is that special ingredient that makes this whole process just a little bit easier as well. So once all of our spices, our tomato, our onion, everything is in, we're going to take our meat once again, and we're going to pop it in there. Now, like I said, I did brown this and season it before the time. This dish is going to cook for about an hour and a half. Because it is one of those dishes that we want the meat to be nice and soft. We want it to be slow cooked because that's where all of the flavor comes from as well. We've got some apricot jam. Will you pass that for me, Vuyo?
Yeah.
Are you liking this already?
Yeah, I love it.
Don't you just wish we had smell-o-vision right about now? I love it. Okay, we've also got some bay leaves there, and of course that apricot jam is just going to add some more sweetness and depth of flavor to what we're cooking. Pop those bay leaves in there, and then finally our last ingredient there, rosemary. Pop that in, and Bob is your uncle. Put the lid on the pot. Hour and a half from now, it is ready to dish up and all yummy. Once again, the keyword is Knorr. SMS it to 33728. You could be making this delicious recipe for this cold weekend ahead. And of course, we'll just, re-update you on that amazing competition. But if you want to see how I made this, take another look.
Brown meat, then set aside. Saute onions and garlic, then add spices and stir. Add sugar and tomatoes. Mix Knorr tomato soup powder with a little water to make a paste. Then add to the stew along with the remaining water. Return meat to the pot along with the jam and bay leaves. Simmer for 1 hour until meat is tender. Season with salt and pepper. Serve on jasmine rice. For the full recipe, visit the Expresso Morning Show Facebook page or log on to expressoshow.com. You can also SMS the keyword Knorr to 33728 to receive the shopping list on your phone. Just click on the link provided to view the recipe on our Mobi site. SMS cost R1.50, no free SMSs, and T's and C's do apply.
And that espresso, family, is how you make a delicious, hearty, tomato bredie stew. I must say, it smells amazing, it looks incredible, the flavors, the color is all that you would look for in a delicious stew. And of course, if you would like to make that, SMS Knorr to 33728. And of course, if you would like to be involved in cooking up a lovely stew for a loved one, where do you need to go? One more time for you.
So simply dial *120 *7535# or go to whatsfordinner.coza and look for the Share Stew tab to sign up.
Fantastic, and of course this is only open to our Gauteng viewers for now, so get involved. It's a fantastic initiative. But Ewan is getting his allergies tested, so let's see how he's doing.